My name is Prakash. I handle the operations for Bulwark Technologies here in India, handling the portfolio of products pan India. I have my colleague Rahul Das, who's the technical pre-sales head for India. I have Karthik, who's the marketing head here for India, and Amrita, who handles the channel partner management. So I think you would have been in touch with either one of us from Bulwark Technologies here in India. We are very happy to have you on board for this particular webinar, and we are looking forward to working with you with respect to our portfolio on the cybersecurity front to enable you to be able to take the product and solutions to the market, which will be slightly different from what you have been doing so far with respect to the other technologies, giving you an edge with respect to your customers, and providing them certain solutions that may be offbeat or maybe more relevant from a different perspective of the new nuances with respect to cybersecurity issues that customers are facing in their environment. So I will be able to kind of give you a little bit of insight. We're not going to keep this too long. It's going to be, we're going to wrap this up in 30 minutes, knowing that everybody is quite busy in terms of the activities that you're doing in the beginning of the year. Just to give you a quick insight into what Bulwark Technologies is we are basically headquartered out of Dubai in the Middle East. We have been operating for the last 23 years in the Middle East, covering about 9 countries in the Middle East. We have started our operations here in India in the year 2017. We have close to about 20 plus cutting edge technologies in our solution portfolio. 200 plus channel partners in the region. And as you know, we have a dedicated sales, technical and marketing team. Our technical team is extremely equipped with respect to the new technologies, especially in the cybersecurity space. And we do have a dedicated marketing team which works internally as well as it supports the partners in their ecosystem to be able to kind of facilitate, marketing related activities for them, which could be customized according to the their need. And we have specifically all our technical engineers are certified for each of the products that we carry on board. So what is the value that we bring to you as a partner? You would know that cybersecurity is not an off-the-shelf product. It basically is not typically an antivirus. It is not comprised, or it is not limited to only an antivirus or a firewall today. The cybersecurity issues today are spread across inside the network, outside the network. You have hybrid scenarios that are happening. With the cybersecurity attacks and the ransomware attacks that are happening, they are happening as dedicated attacks on the networks. They are not happening as very attacks that are very common or broader in the sense. They are very specific to an organization, specific to a vertical, specific to certain solutions that an organization has internally. So the our aim our aim has been to bring solutions to the table to enable our partners and to be able to empower them with solutions that you can carry or take to your customers, which are specific to those kind of issues today that are prevalent and relevant in the market, in the network system of the customer. We know that cybersecurity earlier was restricted to, or security was restricted to antivirus solutions on the endpoints, firewalls or UTM devices that would be there on the network. The COVID has opened up this with the whole hybrid scenario coming in, with the whole work from home scenario coming in. The focus has now moved away from the network side. It has gone to the endpoint with the COVID. With the return back for all of us from back into COVID, it's an hybrid environment. Now there is a lot of emphasis going on to the cloud. We are looking at security on the cloud. So there are different patches that customers are looking at with respect to cybersecurity. And that's where we are trying to play and bringing the best of breed security solutions from across the globe. We also try to make it customized to in India with the Make in India kind of environment. We do have vendors on board who are specifically on the Make in India on Make in India front. So it gives a better leverage for us to work on deals which are either posted on GEMS or related to the government public sector units within India. So we can address that as well with the Make in India initiative from some of our OEMs. We have a dedicated sales and technical training team right here in India as well as in the Middle East. We have a pre-sales consultancy team which basically assists you and your team speaking to the customers with respect to knowing the product, knowing the issues of the customer, or understanding the environment of the customer, suggesting the right solutions for the customer. It could be one product, it could be a combination of multiple products that we would be carrying within our portfolio, that through which we'll be able to suggest also a customized kind of a solution to the customer, trying to minimize the number of dashboards that could be available or that a customer has to go to with respect to providing or implementing that solution or working with that solution within his environment. We also do provide solution walkthroughs, we do demos, we do technical POCs. Most of these products require solution walkthroughs, require compliance related aspects that need to be submitted. Our team is equipped to be able to do that, as well as we do the POCs that is required for each of these products. And we cater this and tailor it down to the need of the customer rather than giving very broad approach POCs. So we do have success criteria documents coming from customers where we are looking at asking them to define what their use cases are, what their problem statements are, what are the challenges that they are looking at, what are the aspects that they want to address. So based on that, we do the POCs, putting having a success criteria document as a blueprint to be able to initiate those kind of POCs, and also to be able to do that in a more comprised manner rather than doing it in a generic manner from a POC. So it becomes a win-win situation for all of us in terms of the time that we are spending with the customers on POCs, as well as what the customers are looking at, and also gives us a better edge over competition. We have the post implementation services also, and on the lower stack, we have the joint marketing communication activities that we have a dedicated person for marketing activities and communications here in Bangalore in India, so you can leverage on that as well. Partner loyalty programs are being run, and we have post technical supports right coming from the OEM as well as from Bulwark Technologies here in India. And we have a dedicated partner account manager based out of Bangalore, who's Amrita, who has joined us, and she basically works with you to enable your team, your sales team, your pre-sales team, your post-sales team, to be able to equip them to be able to do the necessary enablement programs that we have, so that you will be better equipped to be able to handle cybersecurity solutions, because it does require some amount of technical know-how, or you fall back on us to be able to and leverage our skill sets to be able to sell that to the customer, be you being the account manager and we being the backend to in that process. So these are some of the industries we have worked on with respect to our solutions, and largely you would see that we are addressing most of the verticals that are there, and we are doing this all through only our partners. We don't do any direct deals. We are doing all these deals through our partners, who are the front end to the customer in all aspects. We would be able to enable them on the technical aspects, on the pre-sales, on the post-sales, and in terms of the know-how of the product that a customer would require, so that you have better leverage with the customer on that. And we basically fall back on you as partners to be able to, with the relationship that you have with your customers, to be able to clinch deals. We have over the years we have picked up a lot of awards in India as well as here in the Middle East. So just to give you this thing, we are all based out of India. Rahul, Karthik, Amrita, myself are all based out of the Bangalore office in India. We have just here we are just trying to give you a gist of the network related products that we have. So under that we have secure managed file transfer, which is one of the flagship products that we have. You would be very interested to be able to sell this product in the market, because it gives you an edge over all other competition in the market. It's an extremely needy product, extremely patchy product, and it gives you a lot of insight into the customer environment, and it gives you a lot of access in terms of discussions with the customer, thereby giving you a lot of room to discuss aspects with the customer for a lot of the other solutions. And we kind of have certified people, and we have a lot of implementations in secure managed file transfer space in the region in India, to be able to kind of give them a lot of use cases which are relevant in India. This is a product which basically right now would be looked as a solution, but going forward in the next couple of years, we will start looking at it as like a commodity. It is going to be required by every organization who are functioning, who have data with them, and all of this data in some time is going to be sent in a secure manner. I will go through this product in the next couple of slides, time permitting. So in the network security, we have the secure managed file transfer. We have the network monitoring software that is available, SIEM, and the enterprise email gateway security. In the endpoint security, we have EDR, ransomware protection, and DNS filtering, which is actually we can be able to give you from one single dashboard, one single product. Then we have a unified endpoint management solution where you can manage your laptop. It could be Windows laptops, it could be your MacBooks, it could be tablets, it could be mobiles, it could be IoT related devices. So everything can be looked from a single dashboard in terms of monitoring and to be able to manage it. Then you have UEBA, which is again activity monitoring or productivity monitoring, giving insights into what are the analytics into what is the organization, how are the people in the organization utilizing their time, how are they looking at application, how is their productivity, and things like that in terms of monitoring aspects. And then we have enterprise data loss prevention is from a security point of view, where we are competing today with Forcepoint or we are talking about McAfee, Symantec. But largely, we have a product today which is purely a data loss prevention solution. It is not something of many things, but it is actually focused on an enterprise DLP, looking at different channels that exist on an endpoint and to be able to restrict those kind of data losses that could be occurring from the employee devices. And in terms of management security, we have asset management, which is again a need of the hour. And there is a lot of compliance related requirements happening in the market with respect to IT asset management. It is becoming a need for many of the organizations, especially in the spread out environments and in the hybrid environment that is currently happening. So the product is basically a software. It looks at the hardware, it looks at the software, it looks at the life cycle of the hardware software, who has bought it, for whom it was bought, to whom it was given, who has authorized it. You can print out QR codes coming from it and put it on your assets. There is a mobile scanner available on which the QR code can be scanned and gives you details of the assets. So all this is inbuilt as part of the IT asset management tool, automated patch management tool for Windows systems. We have a service help desk ticketing tool that we have. PIM-PAM is always a known software solution that is required, and multi-factor authentication. Some of the products that we have multi-factor authentication inbuilt within itself. So we can, as and when you have a technical requirement coming in, we could give you more details on the multi-factor authentication as well. Some of our vendors, OEMs with whom we are working with. So Fortra is based out of the US, and they are a big cybersecurity company with 30 products under the portfolio. 42 Gears, MDM, and the UEM that we have based out of India. SafetyGuard we have from the US for multi-factor authentication. Mailstore for mail archival. Secure Envoy for DLP and multi-factor authentication. Arcon for PIM-PAM. SGBox for SIEM. Mimecast for email security. Ekran for UEB, again, employee activity monitoring. Rantronics we have for encryption. ECOPS for endpoint connectivities, secure endpoint connectivities. Metadata for patch management, asset management. NCM, NMS. Then we have Heimdall in the EDR, and then SendQuick as the SMS gateway. So the flagship product where we see a lot of traction happening, this is something that you might not be looking at, that too many partners would not be looking at right now. But I would suggest that if you have customers in these top verticals that you see here, banking, finance, services, insurance, please do look at this product very, very seriously. You have a lot of opportunities of this in the market today, with many customers looking at basically it is a replacement for the SFTP, what the customer would be using today. They are using legacy SFTP solutions which are in-house. Their challenge currently today is that the monitoring part of it, the forensics part of it, is not available with the solutions that they currently have. So a product like Go Anywhere Secure Managed File Transfer basically gives you the possibility to be able to automate. It gives you the possibility to integrate with the cloud. It gives you possibility to integrate with third-party applications that customers have. Bringing a lot of you can get an n number of users internally. You could have external clients or vendors who could be from the outside sending secure information, or you want to send secure data across to them. It is also part of the compliance by RBI for all banks to have this particular solution in place. So some banks do have it. The good part of this is that it has automation and it has forensics. So automation helps them to basically reduce a lot of human intervention that is involved, that to eliminate a lot of this part of it. And the second part is to be able to do a lot of forensics in terms of the reportings that are available as to what are these files being sent, at what time it has been sent, to whom it has been sent, if it has failed, has it been has there been attempt to resend it until it is successful, getting notifications with respect to those files being successfully transferred and things, and so on and so forth with respect to this particular file. So this is a very interesting piece that you would I would definitely recommend to look at this product in your portfolio when you're speaking to your customers. Um, BFSI is the biggest customer. It's much more easier to sell there, but we have sold this in manufacturing, technology, logistics, and media and publications. So if you have any kind of any customers in this particular verticals, please do attempt to speak to your customers asking for secure file transfer solutions. So the keywords could be SFTP file transfers, HTTPS file transfers, UDP file transfers, large file transfers, fast file transfers, secure file transfers. So any of these keywords is something that you would need to look out for when your customer is speaking to you, or you need to check with the customers. File Catalyst is an add-on product to Go Anywhere. So if when you have large file transfers, especially in the media and the publishing space that we're looking at, File Catalyst works on the UDP protocol. So you have large file transfers, 500 GB, 1 TB, 2 TB, 10 TB. What are the aspects of that? So File Catalyst basically provisions these file transfers to happen quickly and faster in an automated environment, and with a lot of forensics again involved with respect to the reporting and the security that is required to be able to for data that is on rest as well as in motion. So that product is called File Catalyst. Mimecast is something that is also extremely good product. It competes today with the with Barracuda mainly in India. So I would suggest that products, companies and organizations upwards of 1,000 user mailboxes looking for security, irrespective of whether they are on O365, G Suite, Exchange, etc. You can look at this particular product very strongly. We have some exclusivity on this product, so we can give you a lot of input and insight and direct OEM interaction happening on the opportunities with good margins to be able to come through on this particular product. It is also a need and necessity of the market, as you know, email with the phishing attacks and all that is happening, URL protection, attachment protection, impersonation protection, internal email protection. So these are the things that Mimecast is extremely strong with. So data retention, compliance, brand protection, on and all these aspects, Mimecast is extremely strong on these. We also have SIEM as a tool in the portfolio. So this is a product that is available for monitoring the logs in any of the assets that in the organization they would have, irrespective of the router, switch, firewall, endpoint device that you're looking at, or Wi-Fi devices that you're looking at. We have the vulnerability assessment tool available. We have advanced Windows auditing tool available, system monitoring available, UEB available, and these are all modular. So you can pick and choose which are the modules that you require in this particular software. The good part of this particular software is that it normally SIM tools work on the amount of data transfer that happens as to how much of data is coming in into the server to be able to look at it from a log management perspective. But SGBox has a very clear funda of in terms of licensing, which is basically the number of IPs that you want to monitor. That is the number of licenses that you require. So it's very simple. So if an organization has 25 IPs that you want to monitor, or 50 IPs that you want to monitor, or 100 IPs they have to monitor, the licensing is basically going to be purely on the number of devices that. So it's either be 25 or 50 or 100 or X amount of licenses that they require. So it keeps it very simple in that aspect of it. We have a good enterprise DLP solution from Safetica. We have a good user base here, install base here in India as well. It gives you a full perspective. It's not a basic DLP where it's just doing Bluetooth protection or media protection, but it gives you protection holistically. So security, as you know, is not, it cannot be 98%, 95%, 99%. It is either 100% or there is no security, because if you have cover up everything and there is a mail or a document which is um, of this thing to the organization, and it's getting leaked out, that means that security is breached. So if you look at Safetica here in this particular site, they are covering up all the channels through which in an organization you expect probably the leaks to happen: file sharing, cloud, O365, instant messaging, connections, operations, media, remote storage, via the browsers, via email, etc. So there is a full coverage available for in the DLP, and it is an enterprise DLP. There is also data classification available with this particular product. So do look at this, and we are extremely aggressive in terms of the pricing of Safetica in terms of DLP. So you want to go acquire customers in terms of in an aggressive mode for DLP. please go ahead. We will back you up and we'll support you on the technical front, on the pricing front, and the post-support front on the DLP. The Safetica DLP also comes with a base product, which is the UEBA component of it. It's called the Discovery. So you just come back to us. Those will be interested. We will share you the audit reports that gives you that can be run or it can be shared with the customers, where they give you reports of what is actually happening in our organization, who are the people who are using what applications, who are the unproductive people, what are the kind of applications that they use, which kind of files have been sent, which kinds of files have been blocked, and so many other audits and logical analytics that the application would be able to give you without having you to do anything. It just discovers everything inside the networks and gives you a good audit report coming on this. So this is a good insight to put your foot in the door in terms of a customer with a DLP. We'll run this audit for the customer, and then they can look at it, and then from there on we can look at the DLP product, and it comes from a single dashboard. 42 gears we have in our portfolio, which is a UAM, MDM kind of solution. So whether you want to protect your mobile tablets, wearable televisions, IoT devices, like I said earlier, laptops, MacBooks, iPhones, iPads, UAM 42 gears is a product that we go to in terms of that. So we can either do the remote management for the endpoints, or we could be able to restrict it to certain aspects of it, or we could customize it only to a certain kiosk kind of a mode, which we do typically in terms of a tablet, or even a mobile, or a containerization with respect to a BYOD kind of environment. So all of these is possible through 42 gears. And also any kind of customization that is required, because if you look at some other solutions, they are basically um, do not have the aspect of customization that the customer would typically would be wanting to have for certain specific applications or a certain environment. So 42 gears, we can do a lot of customization with respect to the customer need, UI, environment, ecosystem, applications, third-party integration, and all that aspect of it. We have a Intermapper, which is again a network monitoring software. So if you are looking at price-effective NMS tool, please do look at Intermapper. We have a good leverage on this. We have exclusivity for this product in India, so we can give you some good, aggressive prices for you to close these kind of deals on network monitoring. It could monitor any kind of IP device that is there on the network, or is SNMP enabled. That's the basic thing that is required to be able to sniff the report, sniff details that is required. So either it has an IP address, or it is enabled with the SNMP protocol to be able to get those reports coming. Motor data is asset management, patch management, service help desk. This is something which is very relevant with a lot of the customers today looking at the assets in a distributed environment, as well as from a compliance perspective. I am not going to go through too much on this. We will share these slides with you all. Please do have a look at this and then let us know, whichever kind of module that is fitting to your customer environment, or we want to kind of delve into and try to understand what the customer requires. We can go into more depth and get a detail of this. But IT asset patch management, service help desk, on the face of it, if you're looking at customers or speaking to you, please do have a look at this particular portfolio. EDR, EDM, next-gen antivirus, ransomware protection, network threat prevention, patch management, email security, email fraud prevention, admin privilege, mobile device management, all from a single dashboard. So if you have customers coming with a couple of these things to you, please do look at Heimdall as an option. We also have exclusivity for this on this particular product. And if there are any specific aspects of protection that is required within these modules, we would be definitely very happy to kind of work with you on those environments. Then we have PIM-PAM again, which is on SSO, multi-factor authentication, PAM, customized reporting, and things like that. We have Archon as a solution. Again, we have multi-factor authentication, which is from Secure Envoy available. We have good amount of channels that is available with respect to multiple ways of authentication. So if you look at this, we see a lot of products. If you are going across in your specific verticals, I would suggest that we are very, very well covered across all the verticals to be able to take these solutions. We can do the necessary assistance to you in terms of helping you understand what is the right fit for the customer, what is maybe the other products that would be there for the customers within the portfolio of solutions that is available to us, and send it as a more holistic cybersecurity solution portfolio. So what are we looking at from a partnership? We are looking at certifications that your pre-sales, sales, and pre-sales can have. We are hoping that you can have your technical people certified in our solutions. We will help them in the certifications. We hope that you can at least generate 2 weeks, 2 leads per week. Our marketing team will assist you with respect to running campaigns, with respect to any particular product or any particular vertical that you have, or any particular combination of products that you want to sell to your customers in terms of cybersecurity. And we are looking to do one webinar per month for your end customers, where you can do the thing and we will assist you with whatever is required, and you can run those webinars. Account mapping and joint customer visits is something that we are very keen to have. So do let us know if there is any kind of opportunities where you require our presence, and we will be able to do the needful. We are currently there in Bangalore, in Mumbai, and we're making a play in position up in Delhi as well. I do keep flying between Bombay and Delhi and Bangalore, and so whenever anything that is required, and we have some good opportunity that is there, please do let us know. We'll make the necessary, facilitate whatever is required to be able to be part of the discussion with your meeting with you. So from Bulwark Technologies, we are open to this particular program where we are saying that any of our partners bringing 2 leads per week, we are going to be able to give them 2 leads from our end also, with respect to the different portfolio of products that we have. And those 2 leads the lead will be worth 10 lakhs. So we will be able to, we will give you those leads. We will be able to assist you with those technicalities in terms of those leads that we give to you. We will give you necessary technical demonstrations, solution walkthroughs, data sheets, documents, POCs, technical discussions, compliance related documents, etc. Everything along with this. So all those who are every partner who gives us 2 leads per week, we will in return we are talking about providing them 2 leads from our side with the value of 10 lakhs per 10 lakhs for on those leads. So that's it, folks. I reintroducing my team to you. I'm Prakash Anthony, the sales head for India operations here for Bulwark Technologies. My colleague Rahul, who's the technical sales head for the products here in India, especially some of the top line products that we have today discussed. Karthik handles the digital marketing aspect for us. So anything in terms of marketing activities there, Karthik is available to be available. And Amrita is your, as a partner, your go to kind of a person who would be able to kind of stitch the kind of need that is required between sales and between technical, between the marketing team, or any specific opportunities that you have, and she would be your go to point of person for you. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for being here. Thank you for your time. I've just taken over a couple of minutes beyond what we had suggested of 3 o'clock. I hope we have been able to give you kind of an insight into what Bulwark does in this particular year. In the terms of the portfolio, I'm sure that you are also trying to assess what are the products that you would want to be selling in the market, which products make sense to you. See, what we are basically looking at, trying to be differentiating ourselves from the crowd. And when you're going to be speaking to customers, they are very looking at cybersecurity in a different portfolio. And customers are only talking about cybersecurity to the people with whom they trust, whom they have a relationship with. And that is where we would like to see you also making those kind of profits, where you are leveraging your relationship with the customers. We are able to assist you with products, good products that are relevant to the customer needs, and also to be able to make those kind of a margins, which you would not be able to make typically in your run rate kind of a business. And that is where we are trying to see you making that kind of a thing. So for your organization, for certifications for you, for an individual, in terms of what you would be able to require in terms of selling it, in terms of making your incentives, we want to enable you able to do that for people on the feet on street and account managers. So thank you very much for this particular session. Please do keep in touch. This session, this particular presentation will come to all of you. Please do look at it. Our connects will be coming to you. Amrita will be available to you in terms of her numbers are there. She's on WhatsApp, she's on LinkedIn, email, phone, etc. Whatever is there, you could just put, kind of ping her or any one of us, and we will kind of stitch the needful for you that is required. So good luck to you for the coming year in terms of sales. We wish you all the best from Bulwark Technologies, and happy selling to you. And we hope we can have a win-win situation for win-win situation and win-win deals for unprofitable deals for your organization, for you individually, and Bulwark Technologies being your partner in this particular cybersecurity selling to your set of customers. Thanks, gentlemen and ladies. Thank you very much for this session. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for providing us your time. Good luck and bye bye.